First case study that I chose to write about is in Chapter 5, Attending to Tasks and Relationships. In this case study, the owner of a cleaning business must choose one of two managers to let go. The two managers are Dan and Asher. Dan is very task-oriented. He gets the job done, works harder than anyone else, and knows the job inside and out. He is always there to fix any issues that may arise. He hands out checklists to the employees to get the job done. He wants to be in charge of every task, every detail. Asher is relationship-oriented. He is there to help, builds relationships with the employees, takes them out to breakfast, and listens to personal problems. The owner can't decide which one he should let go. The leadership styles of Dan and Asher are very different. They're quite the opposite, actually. Dan is task-oriented. He focuses on the task that needs to be completed and the goals that need to be achieved. He provides checklists to be completed as the work is being done. He provides direct supervision and outlines expectations for the employees. He is always there to solve any problems that may arise. Asher's leadership style is relationship-oriented. He focuses on building and maintaining relationships within the group. He focuses on building rapport with each individual employee, and the most important thing for him for the job is maintaining their happiness and the success of each individual employee. He lets the group take care of issues as they see fit and lets them kind of manage themselves, takes them out for breakfast to celebrate, and listens to their personal problems. The employees of Asher's group said that he was the first person they would go to if they had a personal problem and that he was always there for each and every one of them. So supposing that the owner decided to let Dan go, I think Dan's employees, if they were to work under Asher instead of Dan, they would feel lost without Dan's direction and direct supervision. They may feel more appreciated because of Asher's relationship-oriented style. Dan doesn't seem to provide much feedback or go out of his way to make the team feel appreciated or make them feel like a group like Asher does. He's just there to get the job done. They might also struggle to get the job done efficiently because they're used to Dan's checklists and his task-oriented behavior, while Asher would kind of just let them deal with it themselves. If the owner were to let Asher go, Asher's employees under Dan's management might feel unappreciated because he is so task-oriented. He doesn't necessarily focus or feel the need to take the team out to breakfast or get involved in their personal lives. They might struggle with micromanagement because Asher had a very relaxed management style when it came to issues that might come about or something like that. Dan would normally want to be there to fix everything, so they might think that he's micromanaging them, and they may feel suffocated because Dan is so adamant on being involved in every single second and having a checklist and making sure everything gets done. If I were in this situation, I think I would benefit from Dan's leadership. While it would be nice to have a leader that is personally invested in their employees, I would struggle with the lack of direction. For me to succeed, I need to set goals and I need to know exactly what needs to be done. Lists and itineraries make me feel as if I have more control and a better idea of what is expected of me. If I don't know exactly what my expectations are with hard numbers and everything kind of written out for me, then I struggle with if I'm not doing good enough or think that I'm not doing good enough, and I lose self-esteem and it affects my performance. I chose this case study because it reminds me of my current workplace. One manager is task-oriented. She only talks about sales. She only cares about sales. The other manager is very relationship oriented. Not only does he form relationships with the employees and genuinely care about us, but he makes an effort at teaching us more and letting us be more in control of the job we do. That way we don't have to rely on him to fix everything. Together it makes for a very nice place to work. There's a nice balance between the task-oriented style and the relationship-oriented style. I read somewhere that most employees don't quit because of the job but because of the boss. In my experience, the environment is the most important thing to an employee. The job may be horribly demanding and stressful, but if it is a thriving environment for the employee, they will likely adapt. It could be an easy moneymaker position, but if there's a poor environment, the employee is likely to leave. Understanding leadership styles and what works is very important in the workplace. It makes a world of difference for the employees. The second case study I chose is Chapter 2, Recognizing Your Traits. In this case study, Tim describes himself as having two sets of DNA, one from his biological parents and the other from his adoptive parents. He is talking about nature versus nurture. He is able to use both to his advantage as a team to accomplish his goals. His philosophy is that to truly help someone, you have to give them or help them attain something that no one can take away from them. One example that he uses is confidence. In Tim's case, I would say that nurture guides him more than anything else when it comes to his abilities and desires to help others. His adoptive family taught him the value of hard work and to always give back to people. His goal to help people be able to help themselves, to help them just to help them, with no expectation of a return. That is learned behavior from his second set of DNA. Tim has many strengths displayed throughout his story. He exudes confidence and is a natural at persuasion. He is very charismatic, he is determined and very hardworking. He is very sociable as well. He doesn't seem to show any weaknesses. I chose this case study because it's very inspiring to me. You don't find a lot of people these days that just simply want to help you. They are always expecting something in return. It is nice to return the favor, but to expect it is ingenuine. Tim is a very genuine person. That is a very admirable trait to have. It makes him a fantastic leader. I try to be genuine in everything that I do. In any leadership position, this would be what I would take from Tim's example and incorporate into my own style.